P2B speaks on the issue of the 30 billion naira allocated to state government. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Depending on where you are watching us from, welcome to BMS News. Alright guys, before I drop that news about Mr. P2B speaking on 30 billion, which the Senate President said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu distributed to all the 36 states governments, which resulted to 1.1 trillion. There's a video that has been making around on the social media since yesterday where a Muslim cleric was saying that the wife of the president is supposed to be killed because she is an infidel and also a leader of infidel. Watch the video.
Yanzu shi Tinubu mata ta arniya ce, kuma ko arniya oga ce daga cikin arna. Ita ma hukuncin da Allah ya ce a kashe ta. Don bi tana cikin shugabannin arna. Fasto. Haka Qur'ani ya magana. Jagorora na kahirci Allah ya ce a kashe su. Jama'a in an ce wance fasto ta me matsayinta jagora. In an ce liman me matsayin shi jagora. To jagororin kahirci Allah ya ce a kashe su. Ba irin ahlul kitabin da Allah ya ce a aura bane ita matar Tinubu. Sannan kuna ganin wanda ya gagara musuluntar da ɗiyani da mata ta shekaru a ce kuma muslim ticket ne.
I know many of you must have seen this video making around on the social media where the cleric is calling for the death of the president's wife. But what baffles me here is this. Till now, we have not had anything from the DSS. No invitation, nothing. They are just silent as if they didn't hear this. Is Nigeria now becoming a country that George Orwell was talking about? That all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. Basi Ahmed, the Islamic cleric who expressed such views, deviate from the core principles of Islam. Our religion teaches us to live peacefully with others. The Quran and Hadith emphasize respect, tolerance, and kindness towards all individuals, regardless of their faith or background. Islam advocates for peaceful, coexistent, mutual respect and understanding among diverse communities. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad, throughout his lifetime, lived peacefully alongside people of varying faiths. There is a widely known hadith in which the Prophet graciously permitted the delegation of Christians from Najran to conduct their worship within his mosque. I hope the Islamic cleric in question will be invited for questioning by the authorities. Basi Ahmed is still hoping that they will invite him for questioning. And DSS are still silent over this. If it is a pastor that said this, I don't know what will be happening in Nigeria by this time. All right, guys, let's get back to Mr. Peter Obi and the 30 billion issue. This early morning, Mr. Peter Obi took to his X handle to express his gratitude to Bola Ahmed Tinubu for releasing 30 billion naira to state government. He wrote this. Recently, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, announced that a staggering financial support of 1.1 trillion, amounting to a sum of 30 billion each, was doled out to the state governors to help ameliorate the present hardship in the country. While the federal government is to be commended for offering such a huge support, considering the difficult time people are going through, it is pertinent for the interest of good governance and transparency that the details of the disbursement of such support be explained further, so that the public, the masses for whom the support is meant, can follow through and ensure that it is utilized appropriately to the benefit of the people. While waiting for such details, I appeal that concerted effort should be made to ensure that the resources are genuinely and transparently invested in productive ventures to alleviate present hardship and help the future growth of the country. We must stop the unproductive habit of throwing scarce and borrowed money at immediate problems and consumptions, but rather, through an articulated plan, invest aggressively in production in a clear, visible, and transparent manner in which people can see the future benefits. Now, more than ever, our nation needs a clear and urgent move from consumption to production by patronizing and investing in human development, which will go towards providing a sure and lasting solution to many of our challenges today. That is the surest way to put us on a path of developmental growth. This is the spirit of the new Nigeria we are clamoring. P.O.
My own belief, or at the end of the day, is that the Constitution should make provision for independent candidates. Without any meaning to the main Labour Party. If there was provision for independent, you probably would have run for independent candidates rather than on the platform of Labour Party. I don't want to, but I think I will urge, and all the obedience that you are talking about, for instance, they are the core supporters of Obi. Majority of them are not even members of the Labour Party. Overwhelming majority are not members, and even some members of PDP, in some states, right? Like Cross Rivers, right? The PDP, not officially, but the PDP voted along with other members with the obedience for Peter Obi during the presidential election. But during the governorship, they reverted, they didn't support the candidates of the Labour Party. So you find these kind of layers of different supports, all over. There are so many layers of going forward. Right? I think that is the challenge we now face, is to consolidate all these disparate groups, right? Let us form a party of our own. We can start, building it from. It was just like what you suggested earlier, that many of these obedience will be put off, by these, brickbats and splashing mud and so on and so forth. So that is the only solution to issues like this. But look, nobody should feel. I shouldn't feel obliged to go and join a certain political party, because I need a vehicle to SPV. It's like many parties today as SPVs that look, you can come and run, on the platform of our party, nominally. So, for me, I honestly believe that is the solution to this, so that we have because anybody wanting to run now, you don't have any other option.
Okay.
That is it. You just have to run on a platform, but theoretically, for instance, what if wanting to run for president? What if I don't fancy any of the parties? Must I? Right? These are questions that I'm saying. Look, this is the kind of thing that we should go before to amend the constitution. There is room for independent candidacy in the U.S. You remember Ross Perot, and quite a number of them. So there shouldn't be a compulsion for you to be a member of a party, a certain political party, for you to run for election. Even though you can say that you can initiate your own party. In other words, you start from the grasp up. But at the same time, I don't think that these are the major issue that this has thrown up is the fact that the compulsion, to join a party in order for you to pursue your ambitions. My own experience of having to run by force, in particular, it has not been good.